What's up, Blizzard Nation? Welcome back to the Build Boldly game plan presented by Boldt. We are here after a huge win, joined by, gosh dang it, that's 2 weeks in a row that I said joined with Ben Bruns from Boldt and Coach Roberson of the Green Bay Blizzard. Currently in second, and I had to read tiebreakers today to go to school on playoff tiebreakers, so Corey, if you know those, maybe you can unpack those in this episode. But otherwise, we read through them today as a front office staff, and we're like, this is the weirdest thing ever. So, well, welcome, guys. So,
got the head-to-head win against the other team that's tied with the same record. That should, in most settings, right, mean that you're the top seed in the East. But these things take time to work out. There's a lot of season.
It's really weird.
Yeah. No, I know the directors had made a decision in the offseason, and they came up with the calculation and whatnot of what the formula would be. I know that was presented at the board of directors and all that stuff. So we are where we at. At the end of the day, we keep our blinders on. We focus on what we can control, and it's an opportunity to go out there and play football.
Cool. So the game started off, for those who didn't catch it, Frisco got out to a lead to begin with. And then you go into halftime, leading a close game. They, back and forth through the third quarter, and then you blow it open in the fourth. They don't score a point while, Blizzard puts up 22 in the fourth quarter. Where does that come from?
I think it just comes from the work that the young men are putting in, and the trust, the belief. You're talking about the connection, the one more mentality. The guys said it themselves after the game. One of the players, I forget who said it, maybe Rivers or someone. When we were down, not one long face, not one bickering, not one argument. We went down 21-7 instantly. I mean, in the blink of the eye. I mean, that first play of the game, 30-some yard touchdown, boom. We scored 2 plays later, 3 plays and counting the special teams. But I mean, and then they score, we fumble, they score. They up 21-7 instantly. So it was, from how they played together, and how well, and the trustworthy part. Not one time did anyone get a long face, and I mean, it was good to see the brotherhood, the connection. I'm a harp on the connection. It was they were connected, and they knew what they were capable of doing, and they came together. I mean, halftime was 31-31 tie ball game, right? The young man kicked we took the lead
to tie it with no time left, right?
Yeah, it kicked like a 52-yarder, hats off to that young man as time expired. And, shame on me, right? Bad coaching error. I mean, I was standing right next to the referee. I should call a timeout. They got that ball off so fast by the time I even looked to call a timeout. And next thing you know, that ball was through the upright. So I couldn't even freeze the kicker even if I wanted to. I should have called 2 timeouts right away. And, yeah, took him to the halftime with us. So somebody got him now.
So I got to say, my guy over here, bring the logo in so everybody can see it. Get that logo up there real close. Andrew Mevis, Iowa State Cyclone, hitting two pointers for you. How about that?
Hey, Andrew is a gamer, that's for sure. He the first one. So let's talk about the first one. The first one was by default. He wasn't even trying. He was just trying to kick it high and deep, and all of a sudden the ball was curving, and it just kept going, and it hit the upright and bounced through, and we was like, oh, hey, 2 points, let's go. All right, we'll take it. Ball on the 5, so that was just as good. But yeah, and then the second one, we tried to do that one. So he was 2 for 2. So that was good to know. I mean, he got the leg to kick it from anywhere on the field. So,
missed the play too, right? Because you miss, and they've got good field position, right? You just keep out of the end zone, they're going to get the ball in the 20 or 25. So
right, correct. So yeah, no, that was good. That was good.
Cool. A couple new faces making impact plays on the defensive side of the ball too, especially in the fourth quarter. Um, we talked about getting those puzzle pieces and your team really playing that kind of full game, perfect game. Um, it just seems like you're just turning the dial just a little bit, right? And now all of a sudden, you show up with that has to feel good.
Yeah, yeah. We talk about being on the escalator and continue to go upward, and gradually take those steps, like you said, to turning the dial. We had two new additions. Oladipo, he had the big safety, right? The big sack in the end zone, and got the 2 points right after the 2-point kick. So it was a 4-point swing for us right there. I think that put us down 21-17 after our score. So because we did miss the extra point, yeah. So we, he made a play. Lakevius Daniel, had a big interception in the fourth quarter as well to put the game away. You hear the coaches on the headset, just go down. He don't need to score, just go down so we could run the clock out. But when the young men get a chance to score, they're gonna try their best. But he made the right play. He went down and was able to ice the game. But it's the new addition, the old addition, the guys who was already there is really, they treating them, welcoming the new guys, and it's a brotherhood, and making sure they get them up to par outside of the coaching hours that we have allotted for them.
Cool. So you got a road game coming up at the Barnstormers. Played them already this season. Talk about what you want to accomplish as you head into that, and what the week of preparation's like.
Yeah, we still want to stay on that escalator, right? We still got to get better, knowing that we however many games in a row we have played and how many more we have to go, is making sure we're still taking care of our body. And it's the opportunity to go out there and beat a team, which is always tough, right? Beat a team for the third time. Coach over there, Coach Mogs, Iowa, they're putting up points. He's starting to figure it out with his offense. Got a former player of ours again, just returned, and Keyshawn Taylor, and they putting up points. They beat a team, a couple of teams, pretty convincingly, right? They last game or the 2 games ago beat Massachusetts, handed them their second loss at that time, and so they got their 2 wins, but they putting points up. So we got to figure out how to slow down that offense for sure. It's been some good battles between us and Iowa. So. It's just. I mean, we only beat them by a few points each time this year, so it's not haven't been a blowout.
They lost a squeaker to the Steamwheelers, which is a good ball club.
Right. Yeah, last second field goal there, right? You know what I mean? They lost it because and you talk about some gutsy calls and putting it on the line, and Coach Mogs did that. I mean, to go for 2 right there instead of tying it up to take the lead. I mean, it was a heartfelt when they kicked the field goal for them to lose, but. That's why the game is not over until it's over.
Well, good luck as you get ready to go do that. And it will be a tall task. Wells Fargo Arena is a place where I watched and talked a lot about arena football for a long time, right? So I like that franchise a lot. And, wish you the best of. Good. Ryan, what do you got for us, man?
Yeah, so away game view party Friday night. D2 is right next to the Rush Center. 7:05 game. So come on out, yell at the TV with us, have a good time with some other Blizzard fans, and then back home May 31st, 90s night, and that'll be a good one against Quad Cities. So a lot of fun that game too. So be sure you're watching social media. We got music out front, 90s single all game long. Another specific fun game ball for that night, and then we get our youth camp the day after. So Corey and his young men do an incredible job putting on a youth camp for 100+ kids every year. So we're excited to have that coming up the weekend when we get back. So that's what I got.
You don't have an original Nirvana t-shirt. Don't even try it.
You should wear one and come to another game. No, that's what I got. I think Strictly will air before this, so be sure to watch that. We were fortunate enough to have a couple Blizzard players on, and they did great. Corey, you have some incredible human beings this year, so another tip of the hat on recruiting. There are some really good people on top of good football players, and I think when you had said chemistry or believing in each other, whatever you had said. In this episode, it is evident in how they sign up community events, how they do events together. It is a good group of young men, and those two were outstanding to have. So, yeah, it's been really fun and quite the run that ain't close to over yet, sir. So be sure to come out or watch the game on YouTube or Caffeine this Friday. And then get tickets. There is a flash sale going on right now because 90s Night is presented by 95.9 KISS FM. So for $9.59, you can get 90s Night tickets right now. So that is just go to greenbayblizzard.com and snag some tickets for the May 31st game. That is what I got, gentlemen.
I think it's super cool you're playing the number one seed, get down early, right? And nobody flinches.
Yeah.
That's a huge evolutionary step.
Yeah. Absolutely.
How the new challenges, you've experienced success. And you know, as you start to be the one that everybody's trying to knock off, that's a whole different kind of pressure and mentality.
Yeah, no, we that's for sure. We talked about the pressure and you know, having that target on our back, right? You know what I mean? I don't think it's the pressure is really because everyone gonna give you their best shot. Not that they wasn't, but you know, now that you in that seat, everyone want to see if it's real or not, or was that just a one game wonder? So I mean, we just, you know, like I told everyone, we talked about it Sunday, we talked about it yesterday. I mean, today, Tuesday. In the meeting is how your blinders on, keep the distractions away. I mean, the only thing we need to be focused on is how can we be better. And I you know, it's about being consistent, you know what I mean? And doing the little things right all the time. I think that's what separates, you know, champions from pretenders. You know, is continue to do the little things right every day and not worry about other stuff.
Good.
Awesome. Well, go get them, Coach. Thanks, Ben. Thanks, Coach Roberson. Go Blizz.
Go Blizz.